Tremors. So, this is our today lecture's topic. So, we can define tremors as involuntary rhythmic muscular contraction that produce oscillatory movement. The involuntary and rhythmic contraction of muscles which yield oscillatory movement is known as tremors. Now next, the types of tremors, that how many types of tremors are there. There are four basic types of tremors. The number one is the physiological tremors. Number second is the essential tremors. Number third is the resting tremors, and we can also say that Parkinson tremors. Resting tremors, and we can also say it Parkinson's tremors. The number fourth is the intentional tremors. So now we are going to discuss each one of them in detail. The number first is the physiological tremors. So physiological tremors, as the name indicates, that these type of tremors is caused due to normal physiological phenomena in human body and present in normal individuals. The normal physiological phenomenon, for example, stress or fatigue. Stress or fatigue, and can also cause due to metabolic disturbances like hyperthyroidism, or can also cause due to certain drugs like valproates, and can be produced due to toxin intake like alcohol intake. So these type of tremors can cause due to these effects. So the frequency of physiological tremors is 10 to 12 hertz. So we can say that physiological tremors are the tremors of high frequency and present in upper limb, mostly present in upper limb. And stress, as we already discussed about this, that physiological condition produce physiological tremors. So we have discussed the stress, fatigue, and these physiological phenomena can produce the physiological tremors, and this type of tremors is relieved by beta blocker medications like propranolol. The next one is the essential tremors. Essential tremors are intentional tremors, which mean that these type of tremors are produced when the body part intend to move, and the frequency of essential tremors is 6 to 10 hertz. These type of tremors are mostly present bilaterally and can involve head and neck. So these are the characteristic features of the essential tremors. The third one is the resting tremors, or we can also say it Parkinson's tremors. So as the name indicates, resting tremors or Parkinson tremors are the tremors which is present when the body part is in resting position, and the frequency of resting tremors is the 4 to 6 hertz. And another characteristic feature is the starting point of the resting or Parkinson tremor, that these type of tremors start distally and migrate upward proximally, which can involve lips and tongue. But the Parkinson tremors or resting tremors spare head and neck. It means that it doesn't involve head and neck and can involve lips and tongue. Another characteristic feature of the Parkinson or resting tremor is that this type of tremors This type of tremors stop when the body part tend to move. The Parkinson or resting tremors present when the body part is in resting position but stop when the body part tend to move. These are some differential diagnoses that we can make between the essential tremors and Parkinson or resting tremors. The first one point for the differential diagnosis is the Parkinson tremors start distally and migrate upward proximally. The another point is that Parkinson tremors spares head and neck, while essential tremor involve head and neck. The third point is this type of tremors, Parkinson tremors, stop when the body part tend to move. Present at rest, and when the body part intend to move, this type of tremor stop. While the essential tremor start when the body part tend to move. And that's why we can also call them intentional tremor. The another point is in Parkinson or resting tremors, other characteristic features of the Parkinson is also present. In Parkinsonism is present, which is the rigidity, postural instability, bradykinesia. So these points and these features can also will be present. These type of features will be present in Parkinson or resting tremors. So these are the characteristic features of the Parkinson tremors. So we can make differential diagnosis between the resting and essential and Parkinson or resting tremors according to these discussed points. The fourth and the last one basic type of the tremor is the intentional tremor. So as we discussed about the intentional tremor earlier, that these type of tremors start when the body part intend to move. And these we can also call it kinetic tremors or action tremors, because when we start moving kinetic or we are going to perform any type of action, this type of tremors become start. So that's why we can also name them kinetic or action tremors. And intentional tremors are mostly present with cerebellum abnormalities. So any problem with the cerebellum can produce intentional tremors. So that's enough for today, and this was all about the tremors and its type. Thanks a lot.